So this is we talk about the climate of Pakistan, and I hope this is very easiest chapter ever you have also learned in your previous junior classes. So a bit concept is stressing. Otherwise, this chapter is very easy. So what do you mean by the climate? Okay, so first of all, understand the terminology about the climate. They have been not talk about to discuss the weather, but they have already talked about to talk for the climate. It means that they have not focused on weather. So what is weather and climate? And the weather and climate, you obviously know in your junior classes the differences, the basic differences were being taught to us. So basically, the weather is the changing of the environmental temperature and the conditions day by day, such as today it is sunny, and yesterday it was snowy. So yesterday there was a snowfall occurred. Today it is very hot temperature due to the sunny weather, and on the next day it must be the rainy season. Sorry, the rainy day. It must rainfall. So this how the weather changes, having the shortest period of time. The climate is having a longer period of time, maximum 2 to 3, not two, but 3 to 4 or either 5 to 6 months it took to change. So it is a longer period of time. You can consider it as a longer period of time as you have been already know in your previous classes. So climate is such as the hot weather, sorry, the hot season and the cold season such as the summers and the winters. So these both are the climates. Here another thing also extends, so starts. Climates encompasses the statistics of temperature, humidity, atmospheric pressure, wind, rainfall, and other okay meteorological elements in a given region over a longer period of time. So this is what simply I was talking about. Climate is commonly defined as the weather averaged over a the standard averaging period is 30 years. Okay, climate can be contrasted to weather, which is the present of which is the present condition of these same element variations over the period up to 2 weeks. Okay, the difference between climate and weather is usefully summarized by the popular phrase climate is what you expect, weather is what you get. Okay, so the climate of a location is affected by its latitude, terrain, and altitude, as well as nearby water bodies. What are the terminologies? We have been already learned this in the first chapter of geography, the natural topography. So the one go from the live stream, and you'll be finding the video of the natural Pakistan. Starting from the rainfall. So, rainfall is one of the precipitation of Pakistan. There are two precipitations. One is rainfall, another is snowfall. Yeah, you can also include hailing. Okay, so rainfall. The major part of Pakistan experiences dry climate. Obviously, what I taught you that this is the country near to the equator, so that's why the most of the land is hot climate covered. Humid conditions prevail, but over a small area in the north, the whole of Sindh, most of Balochistan, the major part of the Punjab, and two central parts of northern areas receives less than 250 millimeter of rainfall in a year. There are two major sources of rainfall in Pakistan, the monsoon and the western depression. So you are also required to learn what is monsoon and what is western depression, but remember that these are all. The former takes place to September and later December to March. So the key points you're required to remember. Okay, so there are the five key points: temperature, atmospheric pressure, precipitation, humidity, and wind. So the climatic elements are temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness that can be measured by a thermometer. Temperature is generally used in degrees on Celsius scale. Atmospheric pressure or EP is the force per unit area exerted on a surface by the weight of air above that surface in the atmosphere of Earth. We have already discussed about the temperature in the video of the thermometer and its importance, and the atmospheric pressure in the video of pressure, chapter number 6 of physics. You can also go through there, which might be helpful for you. Some detailing, but will be clearing your concepts. This is what the precipitation is: the rainfall, the snowfall, hailing. Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air. This is what we have already discussed in the transpiration video of biology, where we were discussing that the humidity means that there is the water vapors in the air which is affecting the rate of transpiration in the plant. Okay, so you can also go through the video so that your concepts must be more clarified. Wind is air in motion. This is what you know. It produced Okay, it is produced by the uneven heating of the Earth's surface by the sun. Since the Earth's surface is made of various land and water formations, it absorbs the sun's radiation unevenly. Two factors are necessary to specify wind. One is speed and the other is direction. One is what is the speed of the wind, another is the direction, where the direction of the wind is. So the temperature. Diversity in temperature in various regions is due to the following factors. Alright. Number one, large spread of altitude from 24 degrees south to 37 degrees north. Diversity of relief ranging from the every high mountain in the north to low-lying coastal areas in the south. High temperature in upper and lower interplain up to 45 degree in summers. Jacobabad is known as thermal pole. And the angle of sun, coastal areas have moderate temperature due to sea breezes or maritime effect. We'll be also knowing what is maritime effect. Okay, is the one of the thing which I was trying to make you understand in your natural topography of Pakistan, the chapter number 1 of your geography 2059/02. Alright, so here's basically I was talking about that A and B are the both the sun rays, but the A you can see that there is the longest distance from the sun to the earth. Okay, through the atmosphere, you can observe this figure, and you can also see where the equator line is located. At the line of the equator, you can see that there is a very shortest distance of sunlight to the earth. That's why the small areas with the shortest distance with the sunlight are very hot in temperature, while the larger areas of earth with the longest distance with sunlight are very colder in temperature. Sources of rainfall in Pakistan. So, rainfall through monsoon winds, which exist in July till September. Rainfall through the Western Depression, also called winter monsoon, from November to March. Okay. Rainfall through the thunderstorm, also called convectional rainfall, from October November or from April till June. The relief rainfall and the tropical cyclones. Starting from the monsoon. The word monsoon means season. It means that this is a seasonal rainfall. The monsoon winds causing rainfall from July to September originate from the Bay of Bengal in the Indian Ocean. The Bay of Bengal from the Indian Ocean is at the south of the Bangladesh, and from where the clouds collect the water, and then they just move within the direction to enter to the Pakistan from the north to south, and then just end in the Arabian Sea. After originating from the Bay of Bengal, monsoon winds, which are giant sea breezes, start moving from east to west, from the northeast to the southwest. In the northeast, the Pakistan's located, uh, was located in the Pakistan from the northeast. Basically, it is starting from the east to west. It means that it goes from the direction to the left. It is showing that the direction from the left, from Bangladesh, it came to the left or to the east, so to the west, to India and then to Pakistan. But in the location of Pakistan existing, it came from the north and ended the south. The heat on the land creates a low pressure which attracts the cooler, moist wind of the sea. On their way to Pakistan, monsoon winds causes rainfall over Bangladesh and India, and then these winds reach Pakistan. This is what I told you. By the time these winds reach Pakistan, most of their moisture is utilized by these two countries. Okay. Only tail end of the monsoon is received by Pakistan. Hence, the amount of rainfalls is not only little but is variable as well. Mean rainfall in both July and August is 150 25 millimeter. September is the end of the monsoon season. Northern, northwestern, and eastern sides of Pakistan receive their summer rainfall through the monsoon winds. Murree, Abad, Aptabad, Peshawar, Swat, Islamabad, Gujarat, Gujranwala, Sialkot, Lahore, and Faisalabad are some of the places where monsoon rainfall is experienced. Some monsoon winds also originate in the Arabian Sea, this is what I told you, but they are usually very weak so as to bring rainfall to the region except for time when they are very active and cause widespread rainfall in the coastal regions which damages the infrastructure badly. Is it important for you to memorize the name of the city? So I can say that yeah, you are required to basically know where the basically the monsoon, which of the city experiences most the monsoon rainfall. So this is the area, this is the map, and you can see from the map at the middle, the longest and the biggest country, the India in the map has been visible to you, and then to Pakistan. I know that there is no boundary line, that's why it is difficult for you to see. But remember that the arrow from the Arabian Sea, it means that this is the Sindh, and Balochistan means the lower Pakistan or the South Pakistan. So basically, you can observe that the Bay of Bengal is entering to India. It is entering to Bangladesh, and from Bangladesh it is moving towards India, and through India it is moving from towards Pakistan from the north. And add, you can see now from the north till the south till Arabian Sea it would be finishing. So from the north till south it is experiencing in Pakistan, and from Bangladesh where the monsoon exists is from east to west, mean from Bangladesh to India to Pakistan. All right. Rainfall through the Western Depression. Okay, what is Western Depression? So it is till November, from November till March, and this is not type of a depression caused tension. No, this is only just the name, and why it is the name given Western Depression. We'll be understanding that the winds causing rainfall during winters originate from the Mediterranean Sea. Mediterranean Sea means that it comes from Europe. After originating from the Mediterranean Sea, they move to the east. Now they are moving from west to east. What was the direction of the monsoon rainfall? From east to west, and this is opposite in the case of Western Depression. On their way to Pakistan, the Western Depression causes rainfall over Turkey, Middle East countries including Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, and then Pakistan. Obviously, it is coming from Mediterranean Sea, so obviously this will be also experiencing. The other countries will also experience the rainfall. Most of their moistures are utilized by these countries, and Pakistan receives very little rainfall during winters. The amount of rainfall during winters is lower than the amount of rainfall during summers. In Pakistan, the amount of rainfall is higher during the summers and lower during the winters. The Western Depression causes rainfall at lower altitude and snowfall at higher altitude areas. All right. Western Depression is not a very easy rainfall or very simple from where you are being saved. Depression consists of a high amount of water in the clouds, and there are being snowfall means now you can observe that how danger is the Western Depression. Northern, northwestern, and western side of Pakistan receive their winter rainfall through the Western Depression. Murree, Swat, Gilgit, Hanza, Mardan, Peshawar, Quetta, and Ziyarat, etc. And all the names what have been written here, you're required to learn it. That there are the areas, are some of the areas those who receive winter rainfall through the Western Depression. Convectional rainfall or rainfall through timeline is given to you from April till June or from October till November. Unlike monsoon and western depression, convectional rainfall is experienced by the locally evaporated winds. Through local evaporation and transpiration, the water molecules go up to the atmosphere, and after condensation, these molecules get the form of clouds, and these clouds cause the rainfall at the nearby places. Convectional rainfall is associated with the windstorm or thunderstorm and causes uprooting of trees and destruction as well. Convectional rainfall can be experienced at any place in Pakistan, particularly north and northwestern areas of Pakistan. Rawalpindi and Peshawar receive early summers caused convectional currents. So, okay, called convectional current. Okay, it is not as plenty source of rainfall as monsoon, but it is an important source of rainfall that fills the gap. So this is the convectional rainfall. Here you can observe one thing, that the cloud is showing you visible as black, but it is not obviously black. It sometimes becomes the cold. The convectional rainfall also have been observed you that now you can see that this is a bit dangerous because of the reason that there is now the lightning. So the thunderstorm is very dangerous, although this is not dangerous for the human beings, but sometimes is a life-taking experiment. So the sun heats the ground. This is the procedure shown to you, that the sun heats the ground, and if you are a medical student or a bio student, or if you are good in your chemistry and physics including biology, so you must understand it very simply, and it must be very easier for you, that how the sun evaporates the water which is then gained by the clouds. The hot ground heats the lowest air, and the water from the ground is evaporated, and the water vapor rapidly rises, cools, and condenses. Then it have occurred the rainfall. So this is all the procedure of the rainfall basically, but of convectional rainfall. Okay, a temperature inver at a low elevation of about 1,100 meter in the south during the summer does not allow the moisture laden air to rise and condensation to take place. Relief rainfall. What is relief rainfall? The relief rainfall is mainly confined to the northern mountainous areas where there is a larger for. Okay, it means that it occurs most in the larger in the northern mountainous areas. Okay, due to excessive rate of evapotranspiration. What is evapotranspiration? We have already discussed in the video of transpiration, that it is that the transpiration from the plants is called the evapotranspiration. More and more water molecules go up into the and more water gets back to the ground in the form of rainfall. The windward side of the mountains receives more relief rainfall than the leeward side of the mountain. Okay. Further northern areas of Pakistan like Gilgit does not receive rainfall and forms rain shadow area. So this is from the red arrow, you can see the warm, moist air is forced to rise over high areas. When it comes to the high areas, so from the blue arrow, you can observe that it is raining and air cools and condenses, forming clouds. And because they are just having the water, the clouds water makes the cloud, and then the cloud is being falling the rain to the highest altitude, and after coming to the lowest one, you can observe the rain shadow. It means that the air descends, warms, and becomes drier. So this is the air become dry because the water has been already fall towards the high altitude, so there is no water remaining in the cloud for the lower altitude to be fall. So that's why it is called the rain shadow. What is a tropical cyclone? Okay, so the tropical cyclone brings a few the tropical cyclones of brings a few hours of very heavy rainfall with destructive winds to the coastal areas. Okay, they originate over the Arabian Sea quite often. This source of rainfall is totally unreliable. Alright, so the cyclones are not very means not say that they are safe. There are many hazards for them. So the climatic zone. For the highland zone, the climatic characteristics and lifestyle of the people. Exactly, this is one of very easy but a bit tricky. Means it consists of a theory. You're required to obviously for your P2, but in this chapter, many questions are related to the lifestyle of people in the highland zone. Okay, so the northern, northwestern, and the western mountains areas comprise of highland zone. Okay, so this is a locations taught to you: northwestern and the western mountains. Winters are extremely cold and long, while summers are from mild to hot and short. This is what you already know. During winters, temperature falls and persists below freezing point, while during summer the temperature goes to 20 degrees Celsius. Monsoon winds causes rainfall during summers, while the western depressions causes rainfall at lower altitude and snowfall at higher altitude during winters. Convectional currents also causes rainfall. Relief rainfall is also experienced here from alpine forest at higher altitude to coniferous forest at relatively lower altitude are found. Extreme cold winter makes the life of the local people very difficult. Nomadic and semi-nomadic lifestyle is common at higher altitude. Okay, and the animal rearing is the main profession of the nomadic people, and the transhumans higher altitude areas. Okay, terrace farming is practiced at higher areas during the extreme cold winters. The local people remain in their houses, and in-house cottage industry of carpet making becomes the dominant profession. Agriculture is also experienced on limited scale. You all know why the agriculture is experienced, also practiced at the limited scale. Okay, so this is the places what you are required to learn, and the mineral deposits are also found up along the western mountains areas of this division. So the minerals are also deposited here. We'll be talking more about the minerals in the power resources. So till that's okay. So moving towards the next, you're also required to just learn this area. Tiswat, Aptaba, Peshawar, and Kagan, Koita are some of the places. Okay, I am also repeating now that the places are necessary for you. Lowland zone and lifestyle of the people. Okay, now what is the lifestyle of the people in the lowland zone is eastern and southeastern sides of Pakistan, whole of the Indus plain are classified in the lowland zone. Summers are hot and long, while winters are from cool to cold and short. Summer temperature goes into 30 to 40 degrees Celsius, while winter temperature at some places falls down to 10 to 5 degrees Celsius and sometimes even below. Monsoon winds causes rainfall in the upper Indus plain during summers, while depression causes rainfall in the northern Punjab during winters. And the convectional currents also cause rainfall at different times of the year in different areas of the lowland zone. Okay, large agricultural plains are found and huge agricultural products are produced. Now, you know that why the agriculture is huge or large in these areas, because there's a temperature suitable. This climate zone is fully developed and all the facilities including transport, power generation, communication are fully developed, and again the places have been there reported, so you are required to just learn these places. Number C, the arid climate. Okay, so this is not the number but the alphabet. Okay, so C, arid climate or the desert area. So the arid climate is the given the hint in the bracket that these are the areas of desert. This is the climate of the desert areas and the lifestyle of the people. So this is also one of most. And you know that yeah, there are three deserts in Pakistan: Thar and Kharan and Thar Parker, which experienced arid climate. So do you know type of deserts we have already discussed in the natural topography? So if you chapter, I request you to go and visit the video first so that you might be careful about the Thal, Karan, and the Tharpaka, including the other terminologies about the mountain, the higher. We have already taught you that if the weather if the altitude of the mountain is high and if the altitude is low, so for the highland and lowland areas there must be a suitable temperature, and there must be the deserts. What is the temperature for the desert, we'll be learning in this chapter. So the summers are extremely hot, we already know this, and the hot dusty winds prevail almost continuously from May to September. Temperature goes into 40 to 50 degrees Celsius during summers. It comes down to 20 to 30 to 20 seconds in winters. Or sorry, degrees Celsius. Hardly any rainfall is experienced. That is why aridity prevails there. Rate of evaporation is much higher than the rate of precipitation. So the days are very hot in the deserts and nights are very cold. Dust storms and wind storms are common in the desert. Nomadic lifestyle is common. Animal rearing is the main profession. People wear thick coats to protect themselves from extreme heat during and very low temperature during night. Agriculture is practiced on a very small scale. Only cactus types of plant found here. Now from the cactus you can observe that which type of arid climate is there and what is the temperature of the desert, when you'll be seeing that there is only cactus. Alright, so at the D we are also discussing about the coastal climate or the maritime climate. Pakistan has about 1,000 kilometer long coastal line, of which about 750 kilometer are long with Balochistan, while 250 kilometer long with Sindh. The climate is dominated by sea breezes. Most of the coastal areas experience the climate called maritime or moderate climate. Summers are and long, while winters are mild, humid, and short. Relative humidity is always higher due to the presence of sea. It rains very low quantity in the coastal areas as the relative humidity in coastal areas is very high. The Alright, so the fishery is the main profession. Mangroves are found here. Just visit the video. Again, I'm telling the visit. Do not only just visit the video, but visit the channel so that it could be everything could be visible to you. Mangroves are the shelters and the breeding ground and supply food to fish and also provide food to people. There are more importance which you're required to write. A rapid pace of development. Okay, so this is the third last thing, that the causes of flood. Do you know what is flood? The unexpected amount of water speeded with the high speed coming from the area, from the land, covering the land or the roads, and these are the waters which is coming with the it is destroy the land and destroy the areas, and these are very dangerous. So this is the reason the melting of snow during winters. Sorry, the not winters, because in the winters the snow doesn't melt. The melting of snow during summers means during the summers there's a hot weather. Because there's a hot weather, the cutting of trees on the foothills increase surface runoff. This could be as the trees or the forest can stop floods. Okay. Failure deficiency in its water supply, a drought can last for. This occurs when a region receives consistently below average precipitation. There are four ways of categorizing drought: permanent drought, seasonal drought, invisible, and the unpredictable. So, what is a permanent drought? It exists where crop cultivation is not possible. And the seasonal drought occurs in areas with well defined rain, abnormally low rain, unreliability of monsoon winds. Okay, the global climate, deforestation, mismanagement of water resources, and disputed and unfair distribution of water and overgrazing. So till that it's here. If you understand, so just subscribe the channel, and if you also learned this video or anything from there, so just like it. If you much, thanks for watching, and the chapter number 2 is completed.